Cheers, guys. I have you a little bit on the edge there because I'm going to be, I've got you plugged in, and when I touch that cord, it makes a weird sound. So, here's a couple of cool boxes that I made. This is a, what do you call that? Stapler box, very light, perfect for shipping. And then with the calendar, I got the little pictures, so that fit perfectly on the bear's glue box. I had to push that part down where it's loose. Anyhow, what we're doing is, I think I'm done the map. I finished the map covers. So, what I did is I put some papers together. Oh, I'll show you the cover. So this, I'm done the map, so now I'm going back and I'm just using one book because it takes me so long to write the summary. I'm just using the Sarah Richardson style book. I think that'll make it easier for me when I upload it to see that all the elements are coming in one place. And because they're all beautiful. 2014 gallery books. And I probably, it doesn't say here, I don't remember where I got this. Probably paid, it's possible that I paid $5 for that. Okay, so let's get this one done. I almost did a workspace video, but I didn't like it, and I need to ask a question about something before I finish it. So this is going to be the video. We have a small-ish spine. So once again, it's only going to be one signature. It's going to just because I'm only using the one book, I need to add this watercolor paper in here. So we gotta make sure our ups are up. Let's just get this in between the line paper here. So that's the watercolor. So I did cut and fold some of the Sarah Richardson. It's so awesome because they're perfect on both sides. So we can pick one of these to be the center. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to tear this one. Let's figure out this one because I thought I would do this one as well. Remember, you don't have to get Christmas wrapping paper for your Christmas gifts. That's what I was gonna say. Use your food grade cardboard and decorate them in the style that I think whoever you're gonna get your gift for would like, and reduce the garbage that way. Okay, so what we have is we have this beautiful light. I'm not concerned about the rug or the couch. And then this side, again, it's really the bookshelf. So I'm gonna just leave it right there. And I'm going to tear it right. And I do have a white edge on this page on the one side. And I'm just gonna leave that because it's not as wide as the other papers as it is. So we just need to make sure our ruler is lined up there. These are fabulous on master boards. So now we have 3 to put in. So we can decide from here which one we want to be the center. I like this one. So this one should be the center. I just got to turn it back this way. So we got to get into the center page. This is the center. See, you can see it's not as wide as the other one. So we just need to go a few pages in. Let's take another one. Let's go a few pages in again. Let's put this one in. All right, so I think that's it. We got our pages done. I think they should fit in there. I feel like one of them is a little bit too long. And this one here is the too long one, and remember I mentioned that you can take the ones that stick out and bring it back to the front. Sometimes that will take care of that. Isn't that amazing? That took care of that. Okay. So now all we have to do is add 2 more of these. And I covered the inside, not the center. I'm going to do the center one on this next page. And then I did the back side. So now we're just going to put the inside in here. And I think I wanted this one to be the cover. Okay, so let's do the this is where on this one I rolled it over this way, so very, very, very small thin edge shows up on this side. So I want to do the same thing on this one. I want to have it come over just a tiny bit, and we've got to bring it over to this edge because we're going to see that. And actually we have room. We can even come over a little bit more, I think, because this is thin enough to go into the spine, and there's nothing on that page that's that precious that I can't just cover it. Uh-oh. Did I not go? I may not have closed this again. So even though it's a nice thickness, it's also thin enough to go through the spine, these papers. Okay, so, and before I trim this, actually I think I'll just glue it on and trim it later. I want to add this part. So I was just thinking I could show you how you could fix a journal if you just had one book, because you can see I do a lot with a lot of books. And I think my paint's gotten really thick because I poured way too much out. I might have to add some water to it. We'll see how I do here. So we just want to... This is just the El Cheapo glue, so it does work for this, putting the cover on, and it does have a small amount of wrinkles for my perfectionists. Even if I use my card to try to smooth it down, that doesn't really bother me. I don't think it's that noticeable. I don't know about people, if anybody that I give them to is a perfectionist, maybe they all have an issue with it, but all right, let's get this on. It's really absorbent cardboard, like it's just absorbing the glue. So after we get some on, we just want to get a layer on over top of what goes into the cardboard. All right. So the one that I wanted to go on the inside, let's get her up here, is this one, and we're going to come over and we're going to go over the edge on this one a little bit. I'm going to move it up a little bit. That's the good thing about that glue, is you do have a chance to move it just a bit. And then you can't. So I'm gonna do my best not to have bubbles, but it's possible I will anyways. So you could do this the opposite way if you want that ridge to be on the inside. So this is a super quick way to make a really pretty journal, junk journal, art journal, because I still have the different art type papers that have gone in. So I'm just going to trim this. I just want a certain width of a seam on there. Okay, and I'm just going to take this off where the fold is. I don't want any resistance on that fold for opening and closing. All right. And you can just go right to bears or art glitter glue for this little parts. I just think that the art glitter and bears are very expensive and for me hard to replace. I don't even have one in our closest large stores, which is a 2-hour drive away. So I've kind of switched it up a bit and started using this glue for the bigger areas that I'm gluing. Okay, am I on the screen? And some different boxes that you have, if you're using the cardboard, could have some different kind of finishes on it. So even though this has a shiny finish, it's still gluable. Some cardboard, the finish is so, there's a little bit of a plastic coating on it, and that'll make it really hard to glue. If that happens, you have to remove that cover, and I think I've shown that in another video where I had to remove the cover for the notebook ones. But most of them should work for regular glue. But if it has the sheen, okay, I'll show you this one. I just put this new cover on my washi tape one, and this has the plastic sheen on it. So glue won't go on there, so you have to pull it off. You have to cut it and pull it off. Actually, I can show you on this one because I haven't decorated this one yet. Let's just take a short detour and I'll show you what I mean, because I want you to be able to use cardboard, and I don't want to frustrate you by you using a cardboard that doesn't let you glue on it, because That can happen. So let's just take this lid off so I can put a different cover on it. So what we're going to do is leave yourself a border. I don't mind the borders, even on the ones that I turn into a journal, just because I don't want to deal with these ones that the corners have small pieces that are being used to attach the sides together, so I don't want to remove that. Okay, so we have this, and hopefully I'll be able to show you the plastic because it happened on the other one. And I was looking at them the other day, and I was like, why are these not decorated? Okay, so this is all you're gonna do with the cardboard that has the plastic finish. Okay, now you can decorate it. But if we try to take this apart again, and you wind up with the cardboard on it, like maybe you bought something, it's not necessarily food, maybe it's some kind of an electronic. Sometimes those have the difficult finishes on them. Now that I want to get the plastic look, I can't get it. Let me see here. See if I can nick it. And I can get to it. Isn't that the way? Oh, almost. Come on. Okay, it's not coming, but what I'll do is I'll just put some glue on there. And let's put something on there. See how it slides around? It might stick for a while, but this plastic film on it doesn't give you a nice, you know, it just resists glue. So that's what I mean. If you have that kind of cardboard, that's what you do to take it off so that you can put glue on it. Hope that makes sense now. And it's usually very easy to peel off, but then once that raw cardboard is showing, that is really going to absorb the glue. So but it will be very good adherence. Okay. I do run across them because I use every cardboard that I can find. Now, there's a really cool thing that I'm trying to follow now that I learned, and I wish I knew which one, which YouTube channel that was, that we want to off-center these focal points just a little bit. So instead of trying to get it to go right in the center of here, I want to off-center it a little bit. For some reason, that is a better look. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit off here so I get to move that center over. I'm not precise enough to really do all that centering, so I'm kind of happy that I found this out, that it actually looks good off-centered. So I think that's good, because I'm just going to trim it. Now that I have this edge, I can just trim the other one when I'm done. Come on. I don't know, I just accidentally poured so much glue into my cup that I had to put a plastic bag over it because I was gluing yesterday. It doesn't look like I'm still going to finish it, so I really accidentally given myself too much glue. So we're going to go right to the edge. If you have any ridges, you can just flatten them out. Oh, come on. stop missing it. Let's get lots of glue on here. Yeah, I'm becoming like Miriam. If you haven't seen Art Curious Miriam, she's got massive bottles of glue too. So now that's what I'm doing as well. May as well. I'm definitely going to use it. So that means it's too big to just pour out. Alright, so then this is going to be our last piece for the cover. See what I mean? I didn't finish it. So now when I put this on, we've got our up. I'm going to go over the edge a little bit. I'm trying to line it up a little bit with the other one. Now it's off centered. Let's get the gluey one out of the way. Let's see if it looks straight. I think it's good. Sometimes my cutting isn't straight. I'm just gonna smooth that out. I love that wooden table. Obviously you can tell I like rough looking tables. Alright, so now we have a cover, and I don't have to worry about any of my edges because they've got the rollover, although I will do raw edges anytime. That doesn't bother me either. As long as you have a Bears or Art glitter glue, you can get the paper to adhere right to the edge of the raw cardboard if you want that look. I like that look too, but I just decided to roll it over this time. Alright, so now let's get our folds in here. We've got 2 folds. So we're going to use the other glue to get this to go down. Because it's faster drying. Okay. A little bit more. I must have missed it right here. If you don't like the look of paper on paper, go ahead and get your marker and just do a line. You can do a line on both sides. Okay, so now it's off center. Doesn't that look cool? And now when I come back and if I want to add a word, I can add a word here or some other element. It'll be great. So now all we have to do is tie our journal in. Oh, I just want to fix this one. I just got to take this down just a little bit. Sorry, I don't measure, guys. Okay. We're going to lay this down. We're going to get this centered in there. We have our foldy part. And we're going to find the center. see here. This is the only time I measure. So I want the center, and we want it in between this fold, so I can kind of see where my fold is. So this is 6.5. So let's do 3.25, and then let's go in 1.5. And you could actually just do 2 if you wanted on this smaller one. So let's do 1.5 right here. Once you have that down and you're sure you've got it in the foldy part, and you can get that centered, then we're going to mark our, get it lined up, then we're going to mark our papers. Please use an awl. It's very hard to do it without an awl. Let's get it flat so the papers are lined up. Been having a little bit more luck with adding these clips, so let's just do that. And I see I didn't put my thing back in there. Can I make it with one hand? My Betty and Veronica glue paper clip holder. Okay, so now we have these perfectly flat. Now we can puncture this. It's not that easy. Let's take a look on the other side, because what I've been doing is for some reason angling it and not getting it right in the center, but that's okay. So now fold this and get our, make sure we're exactly in the middle of our spine. Sarah Richardson paper is pretty darn good. So where's my line? I think it's right there. All right. I wound up finding some old hemp cord, so let's use that. I need. So one book for elements. What was this paper again? Jeez, I already forgot. Oh, ice cream. An ice cream food pop box. Some lined paper. Oh, what's going on? Do I have the wrong one here? Yeah, I think I had the wrong one. Some lined paper and some art paper. A little bit of glue. So we have an up here, thank goodness. And this is the center. And everything else should be up. Let's just make absolutely sure my music notes are up. Music notes are up. My written words are up. I've got some. That is up. I should have another one of these. There. No, that's the music note. Oh yeah. Okay. Everybody's up, so we're good. So we're just gonna go in here. There we go. And then we're gonna go in the center. This is a thinner hemp cord than my other ones. Everybody's up, I hope. I'm gonna double check that again. Don't lose that. Just adding those clips does make a difference, guys. Go through the middle again without cutting through your other thread. Okay. Put the needle away. I have dropped those and kind of lost them before. So take these out. Ah. And now we're just gonna line this up before we tighten it, okay? Gonna get it nice and lined up, okay? You need to be lined up because it's very close to the top and the bottom on this one. We don't have that much wiggle room. Okay, so we're just gonna check and see if that is tight. So pull this. There we go. Let's take it through underneath there so that sometimes if my threads are a little bit smaller, I want to tie it around the other string so that it doesn't try to slide into the hole. Extras go into the extra thing. Got a little bit of bubbling. This will go under the weight. And we are done. Another super fun, easy peasy journal. Okay? Hope you like it, guys.